Hi, Lord Magicus here, and we are going to play Merfolk in Modern. Alright, so, as usual, just give me 1 second and we will get started. Alright, there we go. Okay, and we should be good. Alright, so one card that a lot of people have been testing lately is Thassa, God of the Sea. Hi, Deadlight Master. Just starting to go over this list I'm going to play today. So I played a very similar list to this a few days ago, and I ended up going 4-1 with it, losing only to goblins, which I consider an acceptable loss. But I think this list that it has some real power to it, and yeah, the new card that everybody's been trying lately is Thassa, God of the Sea, and yeah, she is surprisingly good. For 3 mana, you get like a 5/5 indestructible when your devotion is 5 or more. It's an enchantment otherwise, and it lets you scry one, so you got the value engine going on it. But probably one of the best things about this card is it for 2 mana you can just make a creature unblockable. And normally we do this with Lords and like Spreading Seas, but this is actually surprisingly good against decks where Spreading Seas is not terribly good, like say Amulet Titan, where a card like Hornet Queen can just brick wall you and you have no way to push through damage. Well, guess what? Now you have Thassa, and it doesn't matter what your opponent has sitting on the other side of the field. Thassa will help you get that unblockable damage in and just kill them dead. So I played this a little bit, and having the 2 Thassas I think really helped this deck a lot. I've decided that I'm not going to play with any Master Waves. I'm going to rely on just having Thassa be my late game engine here. But since I cut all the 4-drops out of my deck, then I went down to 19 lands. So it gives us 1 extra slot to put on a card. So now I have 2 Mistcallers in here. I don't know if Neoform is still as big as it was a few days, or I think last week when London was still in place, but Mistcaller is definitely a hedge against coming up big decks like that. Just being able to have a 1 mana or turn 1 play that can guarantee Neoform can't go off while it's on the field is very good. You just sacrifice it and it counters either the Eldritch Evolution or the Neoform, and they cannot win while it's on the board. If they see it, they very likely will concede if they don't have a way to kill it. So that's good. And I also decided to go with just 3 Deprive in the main deck and then go up to 3 Spell Pierce, and again that's hedging. uh, yeah, it hedges against the Neoform deck because Spell Pierce is better in turn 1. So okay. Spreading Seas is actually a card that's very good with Thassa, but I still don't feel like I need all 4 of them now, because part of the reason we want them is to enable the Island Walk with the Lords, which it definitely helps. But since Thassa can also make things unblockable, I think that 2 Thassas, 3 Spreading Seas is a reasonable balance for where I want to be. I am going to play with the Deprives, even though I'm playing with 6 1-drops in my deck, just because right now I feel like I don't want there to be any possible chance where I need to cast a counterspell on turn 2 and I can't do it because I don't have a 1-drop wizard. So we're going to do it like this. I put the 4th Deprive in the sideboard along with 1 extra Wizard's Retort as a 5th hard counter. You'll see I also cut the Cryptic commands. Yeah, I remember. I do like to play the Sonic games on here a lot, and just all kinds of random games. So today we were doing Magic stuff. Eventually, I'm gonna have to get back and finish up. We're gonna do Doom. I think I'm on Inferno. Yeah, I have to find time to do that. Hope maybe within this next week. We'll see how my schedule looks for it. But yeah, I still do video games, but I try to like balance it with Magic. So all right. Yeah, I cut the cryptics from the sideboard so I can make room for having this Wizard's Retort and this Kira Great Glass Spinner. I think that I don't want to play 4 drops if I'm going to go to 19 lands, and I think that Kira is fine. Especially gives me more reason sometimes to take Vial up to 3 if I have like Thassa and Kira in hand. Yeah, and this also helps against the black-green X decks a little bit. Since we're going to cut Master Waves, and that's one of the ways that we can try to grind him out. Kira is another way that we can try to fight that deck for 3 mana by countering their removal spells, so I think it's worth playing. It's got a little bit of game against like decks like Humans and Spirits. Having flying and being able to block is very important with it too. Still going to play the Echoing Truth. I want all 4 Ceremonious Rejections right now just because I've heard that like Tron is just getting even dumber now with 4 mana Karn, and that deck is just crazy. Yeah. There's also a bunch of like colorless Eldrazi decks floating around. So I do think that for right now, I'm going to keep the Ceremonious Rejections. Depending upon how things shake out, maybe we can cut 1 or 2 of them, but gotta see how meta looks first. A lot of things changed with War of the Spark. There's a lot more ridiculous stuff, like Karn and Teferi are both out there. A card that I do want to try at some point in the future is Ashiok in the sideboard, but I haven't figured out how exactly I want to jam it in here yet. So when we do, yeah, when I figure it out, then we might try 1 or 2. Especially if a deck like what is it, the Titan Shift becomes really popular. Ashiok is just like single-handedly destroys that matchup. So that would be definitely something we were looking for in there. What else? Oh yeah, I cut 1 Relic of Progenitus because we're playing 2 Mistcolors in the main deck, and because we're playing the Mistcaller, yeah, we have 6 pieces of Graveyard Hate between the main and the sideboard, so I'm not as worried against Dredge. The Grafdigger's Cages are also good against the Neoform deck if we see them. So again, we want as many things to do on 1 mana as possible if we're going to have to face a deck that can win on turn 1 like 10% of the time. Turn 2 like 50% of the time. It's absolutely insane. Like I feel like there's no way that that deck is going to survive the way it is. Like something's going to happen to it. I don't know if that something is like forcible coming into the format or getting a ban or maybe both of those things. Who knows? But a lot of it depends upon how Wizards wants to reply to their London Mulligan test and what's coming in Modern Horizons. And I mean, they might just ban a card from it anyway. And there's a lot of cards in that deck you could choose. Because my philosophy is that if you're gonna have free cards or free spells in the format, you should have equally fast answers to them, like Force of Will. If you're going to have fast mana, then you need to have stuff like Wasteland that can counter the fast mana. Stuff like Field of Ruin is not fast enough to stop a deck like Tron, and neither is like Tectonic Edge. It helps you once they play 4 lands, but a lot of times they might only just play 3 Tron lands and you never get to Tech Edge them. So you're relying more on counter spells than you are like disrupting their fast mana. So I don't know. To me, like, you're going to have, a bunch of free spells and fast mana. You should have cards that deal with them, but I don't know that they're the kind of cards that Wizards wants to add to Modern. So in the past, they've resorted more towards banning cards as to adding those kind of things to format. But maybe they've had a change of heart, and maybe Modern Horizons will surprise us. So until Horizons hits, I don't really have an idea how they're going to handle Neoform, but I don't think that deck is going to stay the way it is at the moment. something is going to change one way or the other, whether it's the the format getting more tools to deal with it, or the deck eating bans, or who knows what. But something's going to happen. It's just it is not acceptable for you to sit down and then like 10% of the time you just shuffle up and don't take a turn and you lose. And I would be very, very surprised if Wizards felt that that was fine. So anyway, yeah, this is what we're gonna roll with today. I'm still gonna keep the 4 Harbingers and 4 Merfolk Tricksters. Have all the 2-mana interaction for this deck. Like I said, we're on 19 lands, so we're going to be a lot lower to the ground today, and hopefully this will go as well as it did last time. The only deck that I don't really want to see right now is a Hardened Scales Affinity. Like, that one's very tough. I don't have the Hercules Recalls in the sideboard to deal with it, so... Alright, let's do this. So, round 1, let's see what we get paired up against. Yeah, I was going to play on Wednesday, but apparently Magic the Gathering Online decided that it would be a good time to totally just crap out on everyone. There are a ton of people that couldn't run the updates because of some problem that was on the technical end, so it just kept giving a 404 message that it couldn't, it just timed out, so... Well, we lost a die roll. This hand is absolutely unplayable. No, they kept 7. We got a mulligan. Alright, well, this isn't great, but we have to keep it, so bottom that. Alright. Island. Ooh. This could be a number. There's a lot of things this could be. Alright, well, that's good. Alright, what do we... You gonna spell Pierce Vial? No. Alright, perfect. This could be Merfolk. Nope. Alright, so this is either probably Storm or Phoenix. I mean, I guess there's a world this could be Control. Our hand's fine against Control, I think. It's not amazing. Blue-black. This could be Mill. Alright, so I'm leaning Esper Control or blue-black Mill. So, for right now, I think I'm going to hold up Merfolk Trickster. I don't want to Spreading Seas them yet until I know what their plan is. Flooded Grove. Okay, this probably is Wilderness Reclamation. Excuse me. Remand. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to Spreading Seas this Flooded Grove. Alright, let's do this. Because that cuts him off of green mana. Alright, and then end step we might just Violent Harbinger of the Tides. Alright, well he has it anyway. This could also be a Scapeshift deck, actually. I think Scapeshift, yeah, the Scapeshift deck does sometimes play Remand in it. It's possible. That deck runs Damnation and stuff like Cryptic Command and Bring to Light, so... I don't know, this looks more like it's probably the Sultai Reclamation deck, though. Blowing up Aether Vial, that's interesting. Sure. That's fine. Alright, let's play our Lord. Okay, deal. We gotta hold up Deprive against this deck, I think. And if he doesn't do anything, we can just flash in Trickster in the end step. Hinterland Harbor, okay. If he plays Snapcaster Mage, I think we will deprive it. Get another... No, you have Cryptic. Counter draw? Sure. That's fine. Alright, let's just attack. I'm not going to play Master this turn. I want to play Silvergill Adept. I'm not going to play Oboro because I don't want to give him a target for Field of Ruin if they happen to play one. Blast Zone. Oh, fuck me. Yeah, we can't do anything about that. Ugh. And it sucks. I don't want to play these Lords now. Yeah, I mean, we could attack for 8, but the Blast Zone just makes it really bad. So we gotta try to get there with just Harbinger and Silvergill Adept and force him to crack Blast Zone on it. It's got 2 cards in hand that makes it very hard. Yeah, I know you're gonna take it up to 2. What are you doing? Yeah, no. It's just you only have to pay 2 mana for this to put 1 counter on it. It already has 1. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna play any Lords until he blows up Blast Zone or starts killing off creatures. What is your plan? Like, I don't get what's going here. Creeping Tar Pit, okay. Oh, that's risky. Alright. He's letting his life total get very low. Yeah. Yep. We'll attack again. If he wants to trade Tar Pit with one of these creatures, that's fine. If you want to crack Blast Zone, that's also okay. Sure. What did we show him with Silvergill? Yeah, we revealed Master of the Pearl Trident, so we should play that one. We have to encourage him to use Blast Zone. He's not going to use it on just Silvergill Adept, so... But this will force him to do something about this master. Okay, sure. Yep. He's got 4 cards in hand, and tons of mana, so... Interesting. Alright, well, that helps. I'm not going to play the Lord just yet, but having the counterspells is important because he does have a lot of important stuff. Yeah, that's... No, the problem is that he can just find something like Dispel with it. But, alright, sure. I'm sure that he'll find, like, Dispel. Pulse of Marasa, okay. That's neat. We might have to counter the Pulse. He didn't cast it, though. It's land or creature, and he gains 6 life, so he might not... Well, what could he have, though? He's not willing to risk walking into anything, so... Let's not play this land just yet. Let him sweat a little bit. I'm not going to play the Lord yet either, because he still has the Tar Pit, which can block, and I don't want to trade the Lord with the Tar Pit. What are you trying to get here? Blast Zone? Alright, well, we definitely have to counter this. This is a card he probably only has one of in his deck. He can't really remand it back because I can just easily cast it again. It's going to walk Cryptic. Counter, draw a card. Nope. Please do not have Dispel. Or you have Remand for your own Cryptic. If you want to Remand Deprive, that's fine. Oh, fuck. Alright. Logic Knot's going to do it, which means that we're probably going to lose now. Because I don't think we can play around a Blast Zone again. He had too much this time. He has Reclamation, he plays Blast Zone. We really need Thassa now, but it might just be too late. Now we can just Reclamation again, yeah. Now we're kind of boned here. This Blast Zone is going to be a huge problem too. They just made Engineered Explosives uncounterable, and that just hurts us so badly. Alright, we drew a land. Yeah, we're not beating this. 4 lands in hand versus him having his engine online. There's no way that we can come back from that, so... Mistcaller is not good against this deck. The Spell Pierce is okay, but it's not amazing. I don't like the Spreading Seas, but at the same time, like, we might need them. It's just really bad, though, against, like, Tar Pit. We definitely want Relic. Yeah, you know what? Maybe Spell Pierce is not where we want to be. This deck has tons of mana in it. Kira seems fine. Deal with the removal spells. I don't really think Echoing Truth is it. Do I want to keep Spreading Seas or not? I really kind of don't. Is there another card I would rather bring back in? See, the problem is, like, stuff like Grafdigger's Cage, it's fine, but it also really isn't, because if it's ever a problem, Blast Zone can just blow it up. One Echoing Truth? Like, does that do anything? Maybe. I mean, we could maybe bounce some cards in response to Blast Zone. It's a random out to stuff, so we can try that. Yeah, we'll play. This hand is fine. This Sultai Reclamation was a lot easier before they had an uncounterable engineered explosives. Let's just do this now. This helps us curve better. Because, I mean, Tar Pit is why we're keeping Seas in our deck anyway. Like, the odds that we're going to hit Blast Zone with it are not great. But this does mean that Fatal Push is offline if that's what his black mana was supposed to be for. Interesting. We might end up taking Vial up to 3 here. That's possible. Yeah, we'll play Relic. We can afford to be a little bit patient right now. Sure. Okay. He might try to Abrupt Decay it now. I'm going to tick Vial up to 3. Okay. Let's activate it. If he doesn't do anything, I can put Kira in play, and it turns off stuff like Fatal Push. He's probably in a fair bit of trouble now. So we're attacking for 8 damage that he can't block. He really needs to get, like, Damnation, though. If he can't find it this turn, then we can just hold up the Deprive, and he's not going to be able to deal with us. This deck usually plays Consume the Meek, I think. So I don't think he even has an answer for this turn. Even Blast Zone is not amazing at the moment because it's only going to hit 2 things. If he tries to Cryptic and tap down our guys, we do have a counterspell for it, so. Yeah, we can also then bring in Thassa. What's he targeting with this? Spreading Seas. Ooh. Alright. Sure. Let's get rid of that nonsense, though. So if his plan is Consume the Meek, then we can totally kill him with Deprive. Snapcaster's not gonna do it. He doesn't have an island, though. But that's fine, because we actually have Thassa, so we can Violent Thassa and make it unblockable. And then he'll take at least 4 damage anyway. Alright, get ready to get surprised. We can also look for a land to put on top, because then Fairy Conclave can also attack. Harbinger is not really necessary. Put it on the bottom. Oh, beautiful. So let's just make Thassa unblockable and... Or no, we cannot make Thassa unblockable. Alright, that's fine. So we can animate Fairy Conclave and attack, and then there's not really anything you can do. If he plays Cryptic, we're just going to deprive it. Cycling is not going to help you. I guess he was looking for Cryptic and he did not find it, I don't think. So he would just jam it right now. But yeah, no, remember with Kira in play, you cannot actually target anything to make it unblockable with Thassa. Okay. You're going to remand Fatal Push back to your hand. Okay, that's fine. I don't think that's going to do it, because I'm just going to deprive it. Alright, there we go. That's game 2. Yeah, he really didn't have anything that time. Alright, do we want to change anything? I guess Spell Pierce maybe might be a little bit better. Or, you know, Spreading Seas could also be relevant, but I think I'm just going to hedge on the Spell Pierce. Yeah, I don't think that there's anything I'm super concerned with Echoing Truth for. Otherwise, this seemed fine. We'll do this. See if we can get him. This hand is fine. We're going to keep it. We got turn 1 Vial again into a good curve, so we're going to play it and see what happens. Then we can Vial in Biomancer, or we can play Silvergill. Adapt it. Maybe even Flash and Trickster, who knows. Growth Spiral. Sure. You might have Reclamation here, and that would be terrible. Alright, let's put some pressure on the board first. I don't really want to get rid of this land just yet until I know I'm going to have another one. Because he still might destroy like Vial and then go for a Consume the Meek or something. So, and if he does, I need to be able to cast 2 spells a turn. So I don't really have any reason to adapt because I kind of like these cards for at the moment. Alright, what are you thinking about? Do you want to Fatal Push something before I untap? Okay. Oh, that's a good one. Alright, we'll hold up. We might put Silvergill in play if we need to draw Deprive or something. Not sure what he's trying to do right now. Like, there's not a whole lot of options he has. Like, I guess maybe just Hieroglyphic Illumination? Yeah, or Mystical Teachings. Alright, question. Do we need to try to draw a counterspell for this? No. You can get an instant. Like, that's gonna happen. Abrupt Decay. That's fine. We have plenty of things. Alright. He doesn't have a 4th land, though. Or, I'm sorry, a 5th land, so... Do you want to pass? You want to Abrupt Decay something? Vial? Okay. I don't feel like I really need it that badly. I can actually discard the island here because I can just play Aether Vial and then just continue holding stuff up. Or I could play Silvergill Adept. I think I want to keep the Vial. I'll just card the island. If he wants to trade Snapcaster with any of these, that's also okay. So, let's see. I think if we draw a land, we theoretically could kill him, but there's no way I'm going to go for that. He looks like he just doesn't have a lot to do. Ooh, that's good. Sure. Yep. What do you want to decay? There's not a whole lot of difference. I think, yeah, that's fine. It has the most devotion. Ooh, it's interesting. And we'll play Silvergill, reveal Harbinger. He could Logic Knot this if he wants. No, that's fine. Ah, beautiful. That was premium. Alright, well, I think we got this one in the bag. Like, he's so far behind, and, like, that is not going to be good enough. Like, you are still dead next turn. I am 100% going to Violin Lord of Atlantis and kill you. If I draw a land, I might even send in Fairy Conclave as well. What are you doing? Are you going to, like, Cryptic tap me down? Because that's not going to work. I'm just going to deprive it. Oh, okay. Echoing Decay. Do I really care about that? Yeah, I'm going to attempt to counter that. I think that if we counter this, like, there's a good chance that he dies. If not, we can still attack with the Conclave and still put creatures in play anyway, so his life total is definitely going to take a hit either way. Yeah, fetch. What are you doing? I don't understand why you would do that first. X equals 3. Okay. No. Yes. He might have Fatal Push here. Putting him to 3 doesn't really matter that much because we're still going to just play like 2 creatures anyway. Like, he's not in any less danger of being dead next turn. But the thing is, I guess if I attack with this and he has Fatal Push, then the chances that I can kill him next turn are actually less, so we'll just play Harbinger. We'll Violin a Lord, and then next turn Violin another one, and that still is threatening to kill him. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Snap, push, yeah, okay. He has 1 card in hand. Alright, that's fine. Sure. Ah, beautiful. Alright. This Deprive should be good enough to win. Sure. He has one card in hand, so if it's not Abrupt Decay, he's dead. Come on, what are you doing? Play your spell so I can counter it and dunk on you. Okay. Sure. Do you have Abrupt Decay? Sure. Yeah. Alright, please cast the Fatal Push. That'll do it. Alright, we got there. 2-1 against the Wilderness Reclamation deck. That was, yeah. That went about the way it's supposed to. I mean, he managed to steal game 1, but whatever. We've got enough cards in the sideboard to wreck him. Kira was good. Thassa got to do some work. Yeah, Relic helped a little bit. Yeah, I think that was fine. Their deck is a little bit clunky. Stuff like Growth Spiral and Hieroglyphic Illumination just are not terribly good against us. Alright, well, our hand is unkeepable. This hand is fine, though. We got a 1-drop into some 2-drops. Keep. I'm going to put that on top. That's a pretty good combination with what we have here. We may need that depending upon what match we're up against. I mean, this is a very good hand against Neoform. Sure. Pass until response. Ooh. And this might be Neoform. He played Hinterland Harbor. Alright. This could also be the Reclamation deck again, but I want to say that Neoform is the only deck that plays with this nonsense. Alright, it's fine. He cannot Eldritch Evolution if we have Mistcaller in play. Just attack in. Play a Vial. Alright, let's see what we're up against. Are you... Okay, so you are a Sultai deck. Alright, interesting. So, yeah, this might be a Reclamation again, but I'm not used to seeing them play this card in it. That's kind of strange to me. Well, that's fine. We still have a perfectly serviceable hand against Sultai. Okay. We're not in any particular need to commit to the board just yet. Yeah, go ahead, hurt yourself. Okay, that's fine. What else you got? Field of Ruin is going to do absolutely diddly squat nothing. No. We are not getting that going on. That's great. So do we want to hit for 5 or do we want to hit for 7? I think this is okay. Because, yeah, we can play around his sweeper a little bit now. Assassin's Trophy. That's okay. Do you want to block anything? What are you targeting? Opt? Alright. So we can put him down to 1 life, actually. Yeah, let's do that. So now he cannot crack the fetch and use the opt. Yeah, we're gonna hold up. The Trickster can just kill him if he tries to go for, like, Consume the Meek. Alright, cool. Got there. That was pretty easy. Same strategy. We're gonna go Kira, Wizard's Retort, Deprive, Relics. Take out 1 Spreading Seas, we'll take out the Spell Pierce. And actually, I think we took Mistcaller out too, right? But we did brought 1 Pierce back in. I guess his mana base looks a little bit more shaky. I think the Spell Pierce is fine. I like 1. I don't know if they really play with Hinterland Harbor. That card I don't think is played in a lot of the decks. I mean, I guess it's okay. It's fine, but I don't know. It doesn't seem like the kind of card that maybe they'd play many of. I would think that you'd want more comes into play untapped lands to put in on turn 1, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm thinking that maybe it's a budget choice, but I could be wrong. That could be part of their stock list. I don't know if I would construct the deck playing a bunch of them, so hard to say. Alright, well, we get to play this deck twice in a row, and I mean, it's a pretty good matchup for us. We have counterspells and Island Walk. There's not a whole lot they can do about that. We're really just looking to dodge stuff like Consume the Meek and Blast Zone. So those are cards. Well, I mean, even Consume the Meek we can deal with pretty effectively. It's just Blast Zone we don't really have a good answer to. This hand is very risky. He mulligans, we can afford to mulligan. This is much better. Put any creature on top. It's not a creature. I want an actual creature. I want to be able to go Relic, Biomancer, and then hold up Deprive for a while. Beautiful. Yeah. No. Do not F6 through this turn. Gotta keep their graveyard empty so Snapcaster doesn't get value, and it also turns off stuff like Pulse from Marasa. Since he played Island, there's no risk that, well, yeah, I don't think that they would play like Twilight Mire, so I didn't, yeah, even if they did, it didn't matter. There was no way that they were killing this turn, so that's okay. Bajuka Bog, alright, that's fine. So actually, I think what we will do here is we'll hold up Trickster, since we can play Biomancer next turn. Or, yeah, we have Deprive and Trickster up in case he tries to go for Wilderness Reclamation. Their deck is pretty terrible without that. They need that value engine off of it. And I mean, it's one of the reasons they want it is because Search for Azcanta becomes very good then. Interesting. They didn't play anything. You know what? I'm not going to play anything yet. We'll just do it like this. We can be patient. Interesting. I don't want to put too many 1-drops on the table at the same time in case he does like rip Blast Zone. Because right now he can already attempt to 2-for-1 us and force the Relic to go away. Alright, we'll put Trickster out. See if he uses a card. Alright, no. Cool. Interesting. Alright. We still have a fine hand right now. Yeah, that's fine. You're gonna kill that thing? Sure. You gonna kill this now? Fatal Push. Well, let's first get rid of this decay. And no, same deal. We'll play Biomancer. Then at the end of their turn, we might adapt it. Maybe. Depends. I don't really want to get rid of any of these cards, though, so I don't really have a reason to try. Alright, that's fine. You play Snapcaster, I can just crack the Relic. It's only on 3 cards, like, what could they be? Sure. Okay. Yeah, again, there's not a whole lot of good stuff that you can get right now. I don't... Blue Sun Zenith. Okay, well that is not going to work out for you the way you think it is. And he might not have gone for the Blue Sun Zenith if we played the land in the first main phase, because now we have Counter Magic up and he doesn't know that. So there's a good chance he's going to Blue Sun Zenith himself to try to draw 3 cards. Yeah, and again, that is not going to work out. If we draw a land, then we can definitely do this. Or we might just bounce the land with the Deprive. Or, yeah, cycle that one. No. Absolutely haram. Okay. He's never flashing any of these things back, so... Get rid of the island. Crack him in the face. Actually, you know what? No, we should crack the relic now, because if he plays a land, he can get to do that again. Alright. That's fine. I don't want him to be able to, you know, mystical teachings and get like another bomb. I think the relic did enough work. Plus, this Lord of Atlantis will be a lot better now. He's down to just, yeah, 2 cards in hand, so, and they can't possibly be that good. I mean, I guess they could be, but it doesn't seem likely. Alright, well, he found another teaching, so that helps, I guess. He hasn't played a land yet, so maybe he's not going to get to flash it back. What do you look for here? Fatal Push. That's not really how I would go with this, but sure. That's fantastic. Just keep pressure coming. Then we can hold this up. We can play like Lord of Atlantis attack and then have this held up. He's in a lot of trouble. Like if he plays a land, it would cost him his whole turn to flashback teachings. So what do you do here? You could Snapcaster teachings, that's an option. Growth Spiral. Yeah, that's alright, so next turn you can do this, but again, it takes like your entire turn. Unless you draw another land, then you can go for a Fatal Push again. So there's already, you know, 1 here, and you only have like 1 Fatal Push left in the deck. Oh, well, that's going to be helpful. Merfolk. So that gets through Remand or Cryptic or Logic Knot. Even if you have Snapcaster Push, I can just flash in Trickster. Then tap it down, you still take 4. Are you kidding me? He just gave us back Benthic Biomancer to gain the 6 life. Oh man, that's beautiful. Alright, you have no cards in hand, so let's just play Biomancer. That's fine. He had no other target to gain 6 life. That's amazing. So what's your plan? You're top decking now. Okay, you're still top decking, but now you can't cast the mystical teachings. You gotta land. Can we kill him? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13, 14. Yeah, we can actually kill him. He just fetched and fucked up. Alright, we win. He's empty-handed. Alright, well. There was no reason to fetch there. Alright, we got it. Alright, well, that was a thing. This deck has been pretty good. I like it. Alright, let's see. That's a pretty strong start to this league, I gotta say. It's a lot better than how like a lot of these leagues have been starting for us in the past, so it's oh, that was just beautiful. He wanted to give us back a board state that could kill him the next turn for 6 life that didn't matter. He wouldn't have died if he had kept the Polluted Delta uncracked, but there was no reason to crack that. Do not thin your deck. The 1 life is not worth it. Alright, so we're on the draw. This hand is okay. We can go Biomancer, hold up Spell Pierce. He mulled to 6. Alright, see what we're up against. Sea Chrome Coast. This looks like Ad Nauseam, which means Spell Pierce will be very good in this matchup, and we'll just have to hope that gets there. Conclave is not going to be very good, so we probably want another island. Alright, Ad Nauseam's pretty good for us, though, and we actually have a Kira in our deck, which is going to be even more helpful. If we draw an island, we can attack with Biomancer, Flash, and Trickster. Nope. Alright. If he plays like Phyrexian Unlife, we can Spell Pierce that. Otherwise, we'll have like one more turn to like jam creatures, so we'll probably play Silvergill Adept to try to draw more lands. He doesn't have like Lotus Bloom or anything, so he needs a lot more mana sources to go off. We probably have a couple turns before we're in danger. He exiled a Lotus Bloom now, so just keep that there so we can see. Aether Vial, Aether Vial might be a little bit slow. So how do we want to do this? I don't think there's anything he can play next turn. Like maybe I think he missed a land drop there actually. So the question is, do we play Silvergill Adept or do we play Master of the Pearl Trident? The other option is we could flash in Trickster in his end step. I really want to draw another land though. Yeah, I'll show him Trickster. Alright, now we're set up here. Yeah, and I think it's safe to tap out at least one more turn. Alright, so we took a gamble there, but I think it was a pretty safe gamble. I don't think there's any... Maybe he casts Phyrexian Unlife this turn, and I mean, I guess I'm not super happy if he does, but whatever. Looks like he doesn't have it, though. Alright, that's fine. Cavern of Souls helps a lot, so Merfolk. So we can go play Master of the Pearl Trident. Start pressuring him a lot. We'll adapt the Biomancer. Probably discard Thassa, or the other option is we could flash in Trickster, which we may want to do that actually. In fact, I think it's very likely we're going to do that. Okay, well, that has to get countered. Okay, so here we can adapt Biomancer. He's still dead in 2 turns no matter what we do, so we may as well adapt it and see if we can find a counterspell. Six, 8. Yeah, it doesn't actually kill him. So could put him to 2. Yeah, let's do that. Because then Trickster and Fairy Conclave still threaten to kill him. Alright. You have to have it this turn. Which means you have to find another land, Ad Nauseam, and Angel's Grace. I mean, he might have it. That's possible. It seems like maybe he doesn't, though. He might have to start burning Angel's Grace. Okay, that's not going to do it. He may have to start just pitching Angel's Graces to survive. I'm going to tick it up, actually, because I want to put Thassa in play. Sure. So he goes to 1. Now he needs another Angel's Grace. Alright, let's see if he can do it. I mean, he's got himself another turn. Okay. Looks like maybe he's going to go for another Angel's Grace. So let's put Thassa in play and hopefully scry some counterspells to the top. Let's get that off of here. Yeah, alright, you used 2 Angel Graces. Sure. I don't know how you pull yourself out of this. You're using all your combo cards just to live. Like, I guess he has to find Phyrexian Unlife and then find, it looks like, yeah, he might have it here. No, I'm just kidding. Nope. I really just made... Yeah, I just made you scared there for a second. Alright, well, I guess he had 3 Angel's Graces and a Phyrexian Unlife, so there was nothing we can really do about that. That was just a perfectly serviceable draw. So he's going to go Laboratory Maniac, it looks like. Alright. Always make them show you their deck, because you want to know what you're playing around here. That's fine. What? Phyrexian Unlife? Oh, yeah, it's still showing me all the revealed cards. So, Lightning Storm. Alright, we'll try to borrow him. Alright. Alright, sure. Yeah. I don't know, maybe he'll fuck up. I've had players screw this up before, so we'll give him a chance. Okay. Alright, we're dead. So he has Lightning Storm and Laboratory Maniac in there, so we definitely want Kira, Deprive, Wizard Retort. Ceremonious Rejection is actually not terrible either. Cards we do not want. Spreading Seas is useless. Miss Caller, this is not your day to shine. Echoing Truth is good against the Phyrexian Unlife. However, Ceremonious Rejection is also good against some of their mana ramp spells. So we might want that. I'd say maybe Harbinger of the Tides is a little bit slow. Alright, we can try it like this. Yeah, we usually have a pretty good match here. Yeah, we can keep this. This is fine. Got Vial, and then we can hold up some counter spells for a while. So, Ad Nauseam I feel pretty confident against. Like, our deck does exactly what it has to do to beat this kind of deck. You just put a quick clock on the board and have a bunch of counter spells. And if you do that, there's not a whole bunch they can do about it. So, well, we need to draw another land, so. It's fine. We will try to burn the Spell Pierce on their mana. No, you're not doing that. Get the hell out of here. Kira's going to be good because Kira is a way to beat Lightning Storm if they choose to go that route. We really need another island, though, like, very badly. We're going to burn a rejection on this Lotus Bloom just to keep them off of comboing next turn. No. The only way we're not going to hit the Lotus Bloom is if we draw the island. So here's the thing. We can't really afford to discard anything to Kira right now, so we'll wait one more turn on that. Alright, beautiful. So we have a counterspell ready. They cannot even Thoughtseize it away because we have 2 deprives. We might want to hit Lotus Bloom with this rejection anyway, though. Oh, but here's the other thing. Yeah, I think I'm going to use rejection on the Lotus Bloom if at all possible. Because that forces them, they have to have Pact of Negation. If they have Pact of Negation, it doesn't matter anyway. But it prevents them 100% from being able to combo this turn. Alright, so we will rejection the Lotus Bloom, and then we can tick Vile up to 3, hold on to Kira, and have Deprive so that we can counter stuff, bounce the land, and then maybe use the land to discard to Kira and counter their stupid Lightning Storm. It's our backup plan. I mean, we'll see how it goes, but that's how I'm going to draw this up. I don't know why he's like waiting here. I don't know what the plan is. You need 6 mana to go off with. Sure. Something like Remand won't be good enough against rejection either, so... Alright, he's gonna look for Pact. He either finds it and wins, or he doesn't and he loses. Serum Visions is not good enough. That was a very poor hit off of this. Good. Well, he might be in trouble because he may not have more mana sources, so now he's going to have to dig for more mana ramp, which is good. And this means the game goes on, the deprives are alive for a lot longer. Alright, we can do this. We have 5 coming in next turn. I don't want to play the Kira just yet. I am going to tick Vile up, though. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay, we will hang on to the island. We'll put Kira in play on his end step so it can start attacking. But now we have Deprive up as well. Kira turns this into... Well, here's the thing. Do we want to put Kira in? Well, yeah, we'll do it. Make sure nothing bad happens. This kills him next turn. Which means he cannot go off with Lightning Storm now. No. Alright. He must be desperate at this point, because he's going to have to tap out next turn just to not die. So the putting the Lord in play doesn't matter right this second, but it will matter. He has to pay 5 mana or die next turn. But actually, we still need to hold up the Deprive anyway. Because he might just play Angel's Grace. I guess, yeah. So here's the thing, though. He's going to lose to Kira. We have lands in hand, and we can just counter his stupid thing. This is not going to do it. Kira's going to win us this game because we're just going to discard an island, change the target to Merfolk of the Pearl, or Master of the Pearl Trident, and he's going to die because he's not going to be able to pay for this pact. Or yeah, he's dead anyway. So, yes. Now, no matter what he does, the Lightning Storm is getting countered. And he knew we had the island in hand because we used the Deprive on it, so it was not a winning line. He's finding out what Kira does the hard way. That doesn't do anything. Alright. We got there. He had 2 Pact of Negations, and we still managed to get through all of that. So, that was good. Alright, how do we do this now? The Echoing Truths might actually be relevant, because he does seem to be relying heavily on Phyrexian Unlives to get there a lot of times, so let's take those. I don't know if I really want Thassa, to be honest. She's kind of good because she lets us dig for counterspells faster, but she's also, like, I don't want to tap out for that. I don't know. I think maybe she's better than Harbinger of the Tides, though. We have enough creatures to pressure her with. Like, in case he plays something like Chalice on 1 to try to turn off some of these spells, I do want to be able to bounce it. I don't know if that's something we have to be concerned about, but I'm going to play around it anyway. Alright, well, let's see if we can do it again one more time. This hand is good. This is what we want to start with. Keep. Sure. He mulled to 6 cards. Alright. Pass. Sure. We're going to hang on to the Spell Pierce for as long as possible. Try to get Thassa out before this Lotus Bloom kills us. He just drew the Serum Visions. He obviously didn't have it last turn. That's premium. Alright. Alright, so end step will flash in Trickster. We'll play Fairy Conclave, I think. Because that's... Or actually, no, we need to hold on to 2 counterspells. Because it's going to be so bad, though. Okay. Lotus Bloom's gonna come off. You know what? Yeah, we need to hang on to this in case he has like Pact of Negation. We have 2 counterspells. He cannot beat 2 counterspells right now. Or it seems extremely unlikely, so the Pierce is going to lose value pretty quickly, but he only has 2 lands, so he needs 6 mana to combo off with, and that means he needs 8 to play around the Spell Pierce. So he's looking at like needing double Pact of Negation if he tries to go for it. He did not want to crack the Lotus Bloom for that. Alright, that's a good sign. So we have a 2-turn clock right now. Yeah. Alright, this Deprive is either going to win or lose on the spot. Do you have Pact of Negation? He has Pact of Negation. Damn it, he has it every time. Shit. Alright, well, there was not much we could do. Like, either he had to have it, and we made him have to have it every single time. I mean, yeah, like, I think that, like, we had, like, really good hands, but, like, he just had insane. Yeah, alright, let's let him kill us. Yeah, he definitely, he worked for his win here. You got it, fair and square, so. Alright. Alright, we'll concede. I believe that he can kill us. He's shown us that he knows how Lightning Storm works in the first game, so... Well, it is what it is, but that was rough. We cannot play around like him having, you know, double pieces for his combo and Pact of Negation. Because once we let, like, the Phyrexian Unlife resolve, then he doesn't need to resolve Angel's Grace anymore, which is a huge like, that just makes it way more dangerous now. Makes it a lot more likely the Spell Pierce is dead, because now he only needs 7 mana to go off through the Spell Pierce anyway, instead of 8. And that was definitely achievable with him just drawing a land. And he had turns to do that, so I think we had to Spell Pierce the Unlife. But just him, yeah, it was a acceptable risk that he just had Angel's Grace and Pact of Negation alongside it, so it is what it is. We can't win them all. This, however, looks very good. We can keep this. And I mean, he did mulligan to 6, so there was a good chance that maybe he wasn't going to have it. But this looks like probably burn. Alright, let's get Vile up, so that way these Harbingers and these Tricksters can do... So what other mountain decks? This could be... fuck, the mono red deck, the Red Prison. He might go Chalice in 1. That would be terrible. Interesting. Didn't do anything. Alright, well... I don't really know what we're up against just yet, so actually I'm going to hold up Trickster, and then we'll just put Biomancer in play. Because if he's going to go play something like Legion War Boss, I definitely want to have Trickster on hand to tap it down. Yeah, this could be the Red Eldrazi deck, but I think this is the Prison. Spirit Guide, Chandra, Torch of Defiance. That's fine, actually. I'm not super concerned about that. The fuck are... Oh, do not play Ensnaring Bridge. No. Legion War Boss. Okay, we can beat that. I did not have a stop on his fucking end step. Damn it. Yeah. However, this is fine. We can still, we can get a bunch of value out of here. Block here. Okay. End step. So yeah, this is, the mono red prison deck. That could have been way worse. So here we need to put Lord in play, and we can also bounce the Legion War Boss with Harbinger of the Tides. That's perfectly okay. So now we can kill Chandra. I'm going to let him attack with the War Boss, because if he does attack with it, I'm going to block with Lord of Atlantis. I want to try to play around Anger of the Gods if at all possible. I will take the 2 damage off the token. Yeah, see, I have to do it like this, because if he attacks like this, that tells me he's going to Anger. Very likely. Chalice on 1? Oh, that's fine. Yeah, deal. End step, we will go Harbinger. Oh, whoops. Vial. Yes, Harbinger, bounce the token. Now we can start dunking on him. Hopefully his cards in hand are not very good. So we can... Yeah, we'll get rid of the Spell Pierce. I'm still not inclined to, I don't want to put more creatures on the board just yet. I want to wait, because he might have Anger. That could be what's happening now. Okay. If he plays another Chandra, that's okay. Karn the Great Creator. Ooh, alright, so we have to activate Aether Vial right now. So what is he going to do with it? Up to 1, target none. He can't do that. He's probably going to put Ensnaring Bridge in his hand, though. So the question is, if he puts Ensnaring Bridge in his hand, how do we beat Bridge? So if we put Lord of Atlantis in play now, we would only be able to attack for 9. If we put anything else, like, I think we might have to put Silvergill Adept in play and try to attack. Well, yeah, so putting Silvergill in play lets us play Lord of Atlantis plus another Lord next turn. Right, so then that would be 16 damage if we draw a Lord, or we could draw a Deprive with it. So I think Silvergill is how we have to do this. Because that way, even if he gets Ensnaring Bridge, we have some cards we can draw. That's fine. Perfect. So now if he gets Bridge, we can counter it with Deprive and kill the Karn, and he still dies in 1 turn. Sure. Yep. Sure. Alright. So question is, do we kill Karn or do we just attack? I think we just attack him. Because we can then vial in like Harbinger and kill him next turn anyway. He'll go to 12, and then yeah, we're still threatening to just kill him, so. Actually, hold on. It's only at 3, so yeah, attack. Yeah, so he'll go to 10. Alright, attack like this. Alright, so then we should be able to just counter his Ensnaring Bridge and we'll win. That'll do it. Alright, got him. Managed to beat Ensnaring Bridge. Oh, that was scary. Alright. How in the fuck did we beat this deck? Okay, Mistcaller, you are hot garbage. Spreading Seas is also hot garbage. We want Deprive, we want Echoing Truth, we want Wizard's Retort, and I think we probably want some number of Ceremonious Rejections. The Spell Pierces are okay. What do we not need? I think the rest of these cards are actually pretty good. Thassa is fine. I don't know, maybe we don't want... No, we probably do need Thassa. Do we want Kira? See, the problem is I kind of want Ceremonious Rejection to counter Karn and Ensnaring Bridge. But at the same time, I don't know what else I want to cut. Well, I mean, we could cut one... I don't want to cut Biomancers, though. Like, he has Chalice in 1. Ugh. The rejection is also bad against Chalice. How do we do it? Alright, we need to bring in... I want to bring in 1 more rejection. I don't think the Kira is my top concern at the moment. Kira does protect us from Chandra, though. It doesn't protect us from Anger of the Gods. Thassa helps us dig for action. Like if we're facing Ensnaring Bridge, Thassa puts us 1 card closer to Truth every turn. And because he has stuff like Legion War Boss and probably Goblin Rabble Master, like Harbingers and Tricksters are actually fine here. Do have to take out at least 1 more card. I mean, it could be Bioman. I guess maybe it could be Harbinger too. I don't know. This is tough. Alright, I'll take out one Harbinger. Alright, let's do it like this. This hand is fine. Keep. Hopefully he does not play Chalice on 1 in his first turn. He mulled to 6. Alright. I think I'm going to wait 1 turn before playing stuff just in case he does play Chalice, because I want to be able to Spell Pierce it if at all possible. Because if he plays Chalice on 1, then we're going to lose. Spellskite, okay. Yeah, that's fine. Again, we can't really tap out because we have to keep the Pierce up for stuff like Chandra or him playing Ensnaring Bridge or Karn. That's okay. He's stuck on 2 lands, though. That's a good sign. I guess then... Alright, he knows how to block. Just sanity checking you. Like, he could be sitting on some Simian Spirit Guides or something and just waiting to, like, for us to tap out so he can Spirit Guide and do stuff. I think next turn, though, we're gonna play Trickster. We'll hold up Deprive. Yeah. We can yeah, Trickster's not gonna tap anything down, but it still has flash. That's important. This Torpor Orb is fine, but it doesn't really hurt us that badly. It does turn off Silvergill, which kind of sucks. He's stuck on lands, though. That's good for us. Merfolk. Alright, if we need to draw 1 more land, and I think then we'll be set. Try to save the Deprive to counter a creature, and then we'll hold the Spell Pierces for his non-creature spells. Because he seems to really be struggling with mana right now, so... Alright, that's good. That means we can play Master. Removal spells I am not countering. I'm only going to counter the threats. But it looks like we're going to probably win this round. I don't think that he can realistically beat our hand here. A Braid? Sure. That's fine. A Braid is not going to save you. If he doesn't do anything, I'll start adapting Biomancers. Probably throw Silvergill Adept away. Alright, what's your plan? How many Spirit Guide would you like to exile? Okay. Yeah? Hell the fuck no. Ooh, that's interesting. Alright. He had to burn 3 cards, and he got dunked on by Deprive, so he's still got to be in a lot of trouble. Alright, we'll start adapting these bad boys. We don't really need the island right now. So he takes 5, and he's still going to die next turn anyway. A braid, huh? Alright. Does it matter? I mean, so you could block this guy, take 3, go to 8. Then I could flash in Trickster, and then be attacking with, and then Echoing Truth, actually. I think, yeah, that's fine. I'm not going to counter that. I still don't really need to do anything yet. Pia and Kara Nalar. That's okay, I guess. Yeah. You just have a 2/2. That's fine. So, can we win here? We can bounce one of his guys and attack for 6. That's not good enough, I don't think. I mean, or yeah, even if he double blocks, he still takes 4 damage, which means it doesn't really matter that much. We can save the Echoing Truth. That's okay. Absolutely not. Get that shit out of here. You're done. You ain't got shit. What are you doing? That doesn't do anything. It's not a legal target. You're just gonna die. Okay. Sure. Alright, well, so we're 3-1 right now. Alright, cool. Let's see if we can finish this league out strong. I'm really impressed with this list so far. I mean, we had a very good chance versus Ad Nauseam, but like his draws were just way too good. But we've been consistently dunking on the rest of our opponents so far. So far, everything's been working out the way we wanted it, so... try to finish on a high note. Go see if we can get that 4-1. Feels really good to beat the Karn and the Ensnaring Bridge, I gotta say. Those are not cards that I really want to see, but they're definitely out there, so bringing in Ceremony's Rejection against Red Prison actually is a much better proposition when they're playing Karns, and now... Alright, lost a die roll again. I think we lost, like, what, 4 die rolls? Is that what happened? At least 3. So... I think we can keep this. This is okay. Alright. What nonsense are we up against now? Oh, this is Jason Samard! Oh! Alright. So I wonder if he's recording his video for this. Because, yeah, he plays Death and Taxes on Nikachu's channel. Yep. Alright. So, right now, he might be threatening to Ghost Quarter us. We may want to try to use this Deprive, though. I don't think I want to do anything just yet. So, one thing, I don't believe Jason the Samard plays with Aether Vials in his deck. He's not a very big fan of that, but he does play with the Eldrazi cards. Yeah, I'm not blocking this. Nope, we're taking the 2 damage. Because I cannot risk him just playing something ridiculously dangerous. Like, he does play Eldrazi Displacers. That's interesting. I might want to counter that, actually. Yeah, let's do that. Alright. Yeah, that figures. I mean, it was certain that that was going to happen either way. Aether Vial would be very good. Fairy Conclave is okay, but not amazing. He does not play with very many non-land, or non-land, non-creature things in his deck, so Pierce doesn't have a lot to hit. However, I'm just going to play that since I don't think I can effectively use this Pierce next turn. There's a very good chance that he's just sitting on a bunch of like 3 and 4 drops, like maybe Thought-Knot Seer and Eldrazi Displacer, so we really want to be able to cast our 2s and hope that he doesn't have another Ghost Quarter. Yeah, so probably Displacer this turn is what I'd expect. Yep, dude, that's fine. He didn't attack with the Mutavault, so I feel like he has something. Flicker Wisp, okay, that's equally fine. Yeah, that's okay. So it's good that he did that, because if he would have tried to Flicker Wisp his like Leonin Arbiter, I could have sacked Mistcaller to deal with it. Oh, okay, so now if he untap the planes, it looks like maybe he might be on Path to Exile. Yeah, fine. This Mistcaller's brave. It's gonna see if he can... Let's try to trade with the Flicker Wisp. I don't think he's gonna do it. So, it's not blocking, so it may as well be attacking. Alright, let's see how this goes. Chef at Dunes, yeah, that's another staple of his deck. It makes the colorless mana to cast his Eldrazi spells, but it also is an Anthem effect, so he gets a lot of value out of his lands. Mutavault's getting in there, okay. Interesting. So I'm going to try to trade this Merfolk Trickster with the Flicker Wisp. He might have Path to Exile, and if he does, he does, but we'll have to just see how this goes. Yeah, that's fine. The fact that he untapped the land last turn kind of indicated that might be the case, but what are you going to do? Alright. I mean, this is a very rough start because we don't have a good way of getting in. We're going to have to just attempt the same trick this turn because I don't think that we have another good plan. If he has, like, anything else, then we're in a lot of trouble. And he could play and land in, like, Sheffet Dunes, and he could get in for 6, so that's rough. But then we have to try to trade with this Flicker Wisp, like, so badly. But I'm going to try to trade the Mistcaller with that thing. So what's going to happen now is I'm going to Merfolk Trickster that, but I'm going to Trickster try to block maybe Mutavault. Because I don't want to give him Island Walk with Lord of Atlantis. And then I'll block the Mistcaller in this guy. That's going to be the plan. Yep. Just sending in that guy. Interesting. Okay, so what do we do here? I could trade the Trickster with it. I don't want to go to 7 though. 7's very dangerous. I think I'm willing to take 2 damage. Alright, end step. We have to put more creatures on the board. We can't win without doing that. Restoration Angel, that's brutal. Oh, wait, what are you going to blink? It's May, though. So, okay. If I sack the Mistcaller, he'll just choose not to blink it, so I'll just let him blink it. Fairy Conclave, yeah, that's fine. Unfortunately, his land destruction plan was very good because we only had 2 lands and no Aether Vials. So, unfortunately, we don't have a lot of game against his plan right now. And we drew another Fairy Conclave. Alright, well, unfortunately, I don't think we can beat this right now. We can play a Conclave and a Mistcaller, but we don't have a way to stop those from killing us in 2 turns. So here's the thing, though. The Mistcallers actually are kind of good because he has Eldrazi Displacers. And having the Mistcallers means he cannot use Flicker Wisp to like use or get value out of his own creatures. Alright, I don't want him to see the rest of my deck. He is definitely going to kill us. So, against his deck, Spell Pierce is very weak. Spreading Seas is actually kind of important, but he does have Ghost Quarter, so it's not as good. We do want Kira. We do want Dismember. How about the rest of this nonsense? Echoing Truth, yeah, I think we probably want that. Anything we don't want. Deprive is not very good. And the rest of this, yeah, I think the rest is okay. We have to take in one more card. We could actually bring in like Ceremonious Rejection because he does play a lot of colorless threats that are kind of important. I mean, as a one-of, it's okay. It is kind of a gotcha card. I don't think I really want to take out the rest of these cards. The Mistcaller, maybe. I think I'm okay with that. I'll just have the fun of Ceremonious Rejection. Alright, this is how we're going to do it. Death and Taxes is a very difficult matchup, so... this hand, I guess, yeah, we gotta keep it. Yeah, we're gonna lead with Biomancer and then go from there. Maybe Spreading Seas, maybe Silvergill Adept. If he plays like Eldrazi Temple, there's a good chance I seize it. Because I don't want to walk into turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer. There's a possibility I might want to play it any... Yeah, okay, so... Let's not even dick around with this, because I am not letting him turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer me. That's not happening. Gotta get that out before anything bad happens. Because he also might play like Thalia too. Yeah, Wall of Omens is a staple of his deck, which is really good with the Flicker Wisp. So here I can play Master of the Pearl Trident and get in for 2. He can't do anything about it. And then we can play Fairy Conclave. Can't block because of the Spreading Seas. Alright. This is not a bad spot. We might try to jam Thassa, or there's a possibility of going Silvergill and Harbinger. I don't know if I want to run Thassa out into Path to Exile, though. So, one of the really tough things about Jason's deck is he plays Mutavaults, which are Merfolk, and Lord of Atlantis will make them bigger and give them Island Walk. One thing that a lot of his opponents forget is that his Merfolks are golems, and his Mutavault will have a first strike because this gives it all the golems first strike. So that counts as one. So right now it is a 2/2 with first strike. So how do we draw this up? Like, we cannot attack with Master of the Pearl Trident this turn. We could play out Thassa. Thassa would be a creature though, and risks running into Path to Exile, but I don't know if we can realistically do much about that. The other option is we can go Silvergill Adept and adapt Biomancer, which I kind of like that plan. Alright, let's do that and see. Because if we draw another Lord, we can actually attack with the Master of the Pearl Trident. Echoing Truth. Oh, that's actually really good. Alright. Because now, if he tries to like blink this Blade Splicer, you get a bunch of tokens, we can still Echoing Truth away his tokens. And if he doesn't do anything, then we can just adapt Biomancer at the end of turn. Okay. So right now he's probably questioning why it is I didn't play Harbinger of the Tides. So the two possible answers are I have something like Trickster or Echoing Truth here, or I want to wait to get value out of bouncing this thing. This is an interesting choice here because Declaration in Stone. I actually think I'm going to save the creature. I need my Island Walk to get in there. So, you get to see my secret. That's why I didn't play Harbinger. You can attack me for 3 this turn, and there's not anything I can do about it. I don't think there's any reason not to attack. Yeah. I probably would have traded with the Blade Splicer. But what I will do is I will jam, oh, that's really, really good. He didn't play another land. So I'm gonna cut him off of white mana. Yes! Spread the seas. Okay, wow, his hand must have just been full of a bunch of white spells in it, so he knew that he was not coming back from the seas. Alright. Beautiful. Okay, we have to win this one so we can go 4-1. Alright, do we make any changes? I don't really want to change anything. Yeah. I guess, do I want to have the Ceremonious Rejection and the Miscallers on the draw? I haven't seen him play the colorless spells, but given the fact that he just conceded, he obviously had a handful of 6 white spells, so... If he saw I had Miscaller, he might have sided out some of the Eldrazi Displacers, because they're pretty bad against Miscaller. He can't get value out of his creatures if I have Miscaller in the field, because if he attempts to exile them, I can just sack Miscaller and he loses his creatures forever. If that's the case, then there's a reasonable chance he could have sideboarded them out. Does that mean Ceremonious Rejection is better or worse than, like, Deprive? Deprive could hit, like, Restoration Angel or something. No, that's a very hard choice. Alright. You know what? Let's take in a Deprive, because just as a hedge. I'm going to say that, you know what, maybe he sided out some of his colorless stuff. This is a very risky hand, but I think we're going to keep it because it has Aether Vial. He kept 7. Alright, we're going to go for it. Alright. Got our Vial. He doesn't play with Vial, so this is our way to try to get advantage over him. Yep, Thalia. That's fine. I know, that's your girl. Oh, no! No! Not like this! Alright, we can't even play the second Vial because of his oh man, because of his Thalia. It's just... There's a reason Thalia's his girl. Alright. Yeah, she's gonna get in there. We're gonna Violin Silvergill and hope that we can, please don't Flicker Wisp this. Displace it. He did keep it in. Okay, well, that's fine. Alright, end step. Let's go with, Biomancer. Okay, Vial. Vial's going upstairs. Alright. Actually, we can Harbinger of the Tides the Thalia back to his hand and play this other Vial. I kind of like that plan. Yes. Because we really need this Aether Vial. Actually, we're not attacking, so, go. Alright, I like that plan. That was on the fly, just kind of saw it at the last second. I am not blocking that thing. And you know that I'm not blocking that. Sure. I bet he's probably going to take either Trickster or Thassa. My guess would be the Trickster. But there's a very good chance he might take this if he doesn't have, like, Path to Exile in his hand. Because this is going to be very hard for his deck to deal with. He took Trickster, okay. So, tick that one up. We cannot afford to tick that up this turn. Alright, oh, that's gonna be beautiful! Alright, then we still can't make any attacks. But he does have the Eldrazi Displacer lock online, so... However, we have the ability to just start putting a bunch of creatures into play through Vial. And he can't really attack us with Thought-Knot. Oh, that's beautiful. So now if he goes to blink Thought Not Seer, then we can actually Violin, Mistcaller, and dunk on him. Alright, so how do we want to make these blocks? We could attempt to kill both of his creatures right now. He has 5 cards in hand. Uh, or we could attempt to block the Thought Not Seer with these guys. Or we could attempt to kill this thing. That might be better, actually. He could kill 2 of these guys. And if he tries to blink Thought Not Seer in response, he loses that too. Alright, let's do it like that. Let's try to bait him into blinking Thought Not Seer and try to eat another card, because he still knows we have a Silvergill and a Thassa. Because we need to break this lock. If we cannot win through this lock, he's going to just keep eating the important cards out of her hand. I am definitely taking Vial up to 3 next turn, though. Sure. He didn't go for it. Alright, that's fine. Do you have another one of those? Okay. Alright, so we're going to go up to 3 and to 2. Yes. And yes. Beautiful. Alright. He does not know about Kira, so let's surprise. Alright. And now we can start getting value. We have a very good chance this game, I think. Yes. Yeah, let's put Thassa out here too. He is not going to be able to attack into us for a long time. We can't make any attacks, however, but this is fine. Alright. I think that this is a board state that can theoretically kill him. He could try to blink Thassa and then Path to Exile it. That's certainly a line. He could also go for it and do it against Kira. Thassa's online, though, no matter what he does. Thought Knot is not attacking into this thing. We're making this real hard. We got a real good chance here. Yeah, and almost any creature that we draw, we can just put it into play with Vile, even if he tries to draw step us with Thought Knot. Sure. Yep. I will trade some creatures with this Thought Knot Seer if it attacks, though. I'll throw the Silvergills in front of it. I don't think he's attacking. No, he can't. So always no, always no. Interesting. I like this card a lot better than this one, I think. Yeah. I also don't want him to risk trying to Thought Not Seer me. Well, no, he can't. He can't use the Thought Not Seer twice. No, let's do it now. I don't want any shenanigans where he like attempts to steal the master from my hand before I can actually put it in play. All right. The Fairy Conclave and the Kara can win in the air, so we got us a game that we can win like that. The Mist Caller protects us from the blinking shenanigans of Thought Not, because if he has to do it twice in order to try to do it. Sure. Leonin Arbiter is not that good here. Thalia is fine. I'm not concerned about her. Thought Not still cannot attack. And almost anything we draw we can just put into play. Oh, beautiful. He has one card in hand. So let's just send in some flyers and start killing him like that. I think that we can get there. He's definitely gearing up for an attack with Sheffet Dunes. Like, that is definitely a thing, but this was a good draw because this will put him far behind in the race if he attempts to go for it. So this effectively is a 5-mana thing to do, so we can attack with Mutavault and do it. Alright, it looks like he might be trying to go for it now. Yep. Okay. So what do we do here? We just have to not die because we can... So we need 10 damage to be able to kill him next turn. Alright, so what do we need to bounce with Harbinger? We can take 11 damage, which means... So what's the 11 we want to take here? Or we can take 10 damage. Alright, so we could take these. So we just need to deal with these two. So take those. Go to 1. We can bounce Thought Not Seer, draw a card, and then just block Mutavault with anything, and then can we kill him? So I believe if we block with, I don't know, let's say we block with Mistcaller, then that gives us 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, okay, we got it. Alright, that should be good. Oh, that's just even more beautiful. Alright. So blockers, because we have Master of the Pearl Trident, it's not really that important now. So yeah, and I don't think he can kill us. Yeah, like that. Okay. We're gonna get there. Ah, we did it! We beat the Death and Taxes Master, Jason the Splicer Smart. Yeah, I'm sure that that's what his that's his thing. I'm definitely 100% on that. So yeah, all right, we got there. This list was really powerful. So we ended up beating 2 of the Wilderness Reclamation decks. We beat Death and Taxes. And then we beat Mono Red Prison. And the only deck we lost against was a very close loss to Ad Nauseam, which he had like the nut draw both times, where he had like the Pax and pieces to go off with it through Disruption. And I mean, you can't win them all, but I do think that this list is like it has grown on me. That's 2 4-1s with it in a row. So I'm definitely going to keep jamming this. I think the Ceremonies rejections are probably fine, especially if there's a lot more mono red running around out there, because this is surprisingly good against that deck. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to change much about it. So Thassa turned out to be pretty good. The only thing that maybe I didn't quite like is that Kira and Thassa are kind of a non-bow together because you can't use her ability to make things unblockable while Kira's in play. Unless you activate it twice, but then you're putting the shield down, so got to be very careful with that. On the other hand, I think I still like the fact that Kira is flying, and that has won me a game already just because Kira flies and took a block to the face for me so I could have the one turn I needed to win. I don't know. I think this list is perfectly fine. I don't think I'm going to make any changes to it for right now. Next time I run, this will be same list. So, all right. Well, that's 4-1's pretty good. All right. I'm hoping that maybe we'll find the 5-0 with this at some point. We just got to kind of get a little bit lucky. Magic is a little bit luck and a little bit skill. It just depends. So we'll get there. But yeah, this looks like the way forward to me. I like this. Like I said, the only thing I don't know is if Mistcaller is going to stay or not. Depends upon how Neoform does. But for the time being, like, this was okay. I don't have any complaints with it. So I hope this was entertaining for everybody. Yeah, that's all I got for right now. So the next one should be on Wednesday, assuming that Magic Online does not manage to royally screw up their updating process again and get like half of their users locked out of it. So yeah, alright, then that's when you can expect the next one. Alright, take it easy everybody. Good night.